You feel like you're more compressed within the space and it feels kind of suffocating, and that's meant to kind of reflect this feeling of identity, like the uncertainty of it. You're in a space where you can start to kind of unpack trauma and identity and kind of move beyond that. My name is Emily Subr. I'm with the Department of Design. I'm a third-year MFA candidate for digital animation and interactive media, and my project is Dance with the Sea King. Growing up, half Korean, half American, I had issues trying to understand what it meant to fit in between those two spaces, where I was told I wasn't Korean enough to be in that space or I wasn't American enough. And so what was interesting is through animation like Hayao Miyazaki or the TV show Avatar: The Last Airbender, I found that I was able to identify and kind of fit into an environment. So I was really interested in how environments kind of help develop someone's understanding of themselves and their identity and how they place themselves within a situation. With most of the emphasis being on the environment, the role of the characters that are seen within the story are to be a reflection of the character as well as to bring up points of conflict. Dragon King is a direct reflection of the character in terms of, in Korean culture, the dragon actually goes through a transformation period. So in the same way of understanding what it means to go through being in the space of Korean and American identity, it's a mirror. And then the other character, or I guess characters that are seen, are these Korean masks, and they're seen at the highest point of conflict where they're surrounding. And for me, this is a reflection of people that often come from biracial, multiracial cultures. Since that causes a lot of tension for not looking like you belong within a certain group, I wanted to have that directly where these masks are questioning the person playing the game so they can kind of have that feeling before we go into a point of reflection. With the research, I'm looking at architecture, I'm looking at Korean narratives, Korean folk stories, and I'm trying to understand what animators, installation artists, and video game designers are kind of doing to address that space. So once that's done, I bring it into the 3D modeling program, Maya, and I start building up these environments. And at the same time, because unlike a traditional animation where you kind of have people critiquing the project as you go, when you have an interactive component, you have to constantly be engaging with playtesters who are testing, because in your mind, you might have this idea that, oh, I think they'll go to this point, and this point. In reality, they might go a completely different way or not understand the points that you're making. So those two components have been happening at the same time, at least for me. So the intended audience is for people that are either biracial, multiracial, or people that are moving between different countries, and it's those who kind of feel like they don't understand what it means to be in between. So this project is meant to kind of give them a place to reflect and have a positive outlook.